Today, we dive into the fun part of finance, retirement accounts. More specifically, we're talking about IRAs. So what does IRA stand for? The acronym was created in the mid-70s by the US government and means Individual Retirement Arrangement. Typically, most people will say Individual Retirement Account. So how does an IRA work? There are two main types of IRAs, a traditional IRA and a Roth IRA. Let's talk about the traditional IRA first. In many cases, an individual will receive a paycheck after income tax is taken out. A traditional IRA allows individuals to invest in assets within their retirement account before paying income tax. When individuals later take distributions from a traditional IRA after the age of 59.5 or earlier if an investor files for early retirement, they'll pay ordinary income tax rather than capital gains tax, and the tax rate based on their income at that time. These sort of tax advantages apply to traditional IRAs, simplified employer pensions or SEP IRAs, and savings incentive match plan for employees or simple IRAs. That leaves the type of IRA that we haven't yet mentioned, the Roth IRA. So what is a Roth IRA? A Roth IRA allows individuals to invest in assets within their retirement account using post-tax dollars. This means an individual pays income tax on their income as they usually would, then deposits contributions into a Roth IRA. So you may be wondering, what differentiates a Roth IRA anyway? Well, in a Roth IRA, capital gains are tax-free, so individuals won't need to pay additional taxes when taking qualified distributions in retirement. Certain conditions must be met to obtain these tax benefits. Without capital gains taxes, there may be more potential for investors to have compounded gains in an IRA account. What are compounded gains? They're gains that build on themselves, rather than just the principal amount placed in an account. This is what sets Roth IRAs apart. Now that you've learned what the different types of IRAs are, you may be wondering how this relates to crypto, which is a category of alternative asset that iTrustCapital offers on our software platform. Well, an individual can invest in crypto through their IRA. How might they do that? There are 4 different ways to invest in a crypto IRA. An individual can roll over a 401k or other savings plan from a previous employer so long as they no longer work there or are over 59.5 years old, with some exceptions. An individual can transfer digital assets from another IRA provider. Another option is to transfer an existing crypto IRA to a crypto IRA at iTrustCapital in what's known as an in-kind transfer. And lastly, individuals can contribute to a new IRA. The IRS limits these contributions to US dollars and a maximum amount each year. For the tax year 2022, the annual limit for individuals under 50 years old is $6,000, and for individuals 50 years old or older, the limit is $7,000. SEP IRA contributions for the tax year 2022 are limited to $61,000. IRA funds must be held by an IRS-approved custodian, but they can be transferred any number of times with no taxation or tax penalty, so long as the transfer is between approved custodians. iTrustCapital works with third-party custodians that hold the IRAs. Remember, iTrustCapital does not provide legal, investment, or tax advice. We recommend you seek the advice of a qualified legal, investment, or tax professional. For important information from the IRS and to learn more about IRAs, go to www.irs.gov or see the link at the end of this video. Cryptocurrency is a speculative investment. iTrustCapital doesn't give investment advice, so consult your investment advisor.